Today, we're going to be answering the question, how? On social media, someone posted, you can be a kind person and still say no. Prioritize your needs, set boundaries, disagree with people, be honest, challenge poor behavior, walk away from toxic environments, make mistakes, stand up for yourself, protect your time and space. So someone posted that post and then in the comments, but how? That is a great question, my friend. And today we're going to answer that because sometimes they just are prickly and you don't know why something is prickling you. And it's because something's reminding you of something that's unhealed in your body. A memory, your brain's trying to protect you. So you kind of go on defensive. And that's what happens. If you heal that and someone comes at you with the same kind of situation and you're healed from it and you've forgiven the past person or situation or whatever, person coming at you the same way won't affect you the same way. It's amazing when you start healing and forgiving. It all comes down to the root of finding out what our wounds are that have happened in the past, healing those, going to God for healing, doing a process of forgiveness. You might need to forgive a person or you might need to forgive a circumstance. You might need to forgive yourself. Going through a process of healing and forgiveness, coming to an understanding of that other people also have hurts and that's why they react the way they react. In addition, some of these things are people-pleasing behaviors. If, for example, you can't figure out how to say no to people without being unkind, it may come from a wound from the past, or it may come from something that you've learned to tell yourself in your own brain. Our brains offer us thoughts all the time, and a lot of them are not true. Thoughts that we have been trained by previous generations, society, maybe our teachers, maybe one teacher that said something to you and it's in the background on repeat. You'll never amount to anything. You're no good. You better get faster. You'll never make it. Whatever the problem that they perceived is, that could be on repeat, even subconsciously in your brain, telling you that you're not going to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. These thoughts are holding you back. They're not serving you. Trying to say yes to people, make sure that they're taken care of because you didn't feel taken care of all growing up or most of your life. So your compensation behavior to try to make sure you're taken care of is to take care of other people by saying yes to whatever anybody wants. Then you're overwhelmed and overloaded and your schedule is too crowded. You could snap at someone when you need to say no. They don't know that you've got 8 million things on your plate and you've overloaded yourself and you can't handle. They're just trying to ask for help. God doesn't necessarily want us to say yes to everybody. They might be just throwing spaghetti at the wall, seeing who can help them. The best thing you could do for them is say no, because God's got that assignment for someone else and they haven't asked them yet, or they've asked them and they've said no, but they need to reconsider, or the person needs to revisit them, and that's going to be their assignment and their blessing to take care of. But because you or I or whoever is struggling with this, is people pleasing and doesn't know how to say no without being kind, that's what happens. Is we say yes and we overload, and that wasn't our assignment. We weren't supposed to say yes. We didn't check in with God. We didn't go for healing. We didn't forgive the people who have hurt us. Forgiving doesn't mean, by the way, you let them walk all over you. It certainly does not. It doesn't mean you trust them anymore. There's a lot of stuff I teach on forgiveness when I coach people. This isn't the video to get into that. If you disagree with people, you can come at the conversation from a place of emotional intelligence. When you've healed, it's like layers of an onion peeling off. There's always going to be something that you haven't uncovered and that will uncover itself later, or maybe just after you've finished uncovering the last thing that you've just healed. Or maybe you will think that you have uncovered it and healed it and forgiven the person and it keeps coming back up. Well, there might be a shade of something else that you didn't realize was bothering you, was affecting you. So an example for me, I had been bullied all during grade school. I kept coming back to the fact that these people bullied me. I could see who they were, and I thought I forgave them. I thought I healed from that. Why does my memory keep going back to that when I'm trying to journal and figure out where I'm hurting? I started playing the scene in my mind, and I realized there were people around watching it, doing and saying nothing, not sticking up for me, that I remember. I felt all alone. I felt so alone. Even teachers, there was teachers there at one point and they did nothing. They never reprimanded the class. So I don't know why it didn't occur to me that I needed to forgive the people who disappointed me when they didn't stand up for me, when I was there all alone in front of people, in front of a crowd, in front of the class, being made fun of, mocked, bullied. That's what I needed to forgive. I didn't realize it had wounded me so deeply to feel that in addition to the bullying. healing. For any of these things, we have to find our wounds and ask God for healing. Forgive the people, forgive the situation, forgive yourself, maybe forgive God if you feel like God has done something to you. Little by little, your body will start to feel better. You'll be able to understand when other people get angry. Oh, they've got something they haven't dealt with. You won't start taking it personally because you'll be healing. You won't be feeling like you need to make sure other people are taken care of or be controlling over the situation, because you'll be healing all of those behaviors that you do to make yourself feel like you're making sure things are taken care of. In that, you'll be able to say no to people. You'll be able to disagree with people and be kind to them. That is how you do it. That is what needs to happen. If that brought any insights or helped you at all, what are your takeaways? What are your thoughts? Do you have a different way? Please let me know in the comments what your take is, what you do, if you've experienced this, if this helped at all, and I'll see you in the next one.